We'll explain it at the end of the show, but on Sunday, September the 11th, as you know, Saint, it's Sport Aid 88, where everyone runs. And they've got a few problems this year because of the postal business and that. But we'll give you a bit more information later on or at the end of the programme, folks, all right?
Right. Well, also a little later on, we've a really testing competition for you to celebrate 100 years of the Football League. So have your wits about you and a pen and paper. But first, let's check on this morning's Liverpool-Manchester United clash at Anfield. Now, a look at the league meetings between the two sides in the 80s reveals that Liverpool have only won once, while Manchester United have 7 wins with 9 draws. Will the pattern change today? Watching the game for us is Peter Brackley.
Well, the signs are that it might do. Liverpool leading this absorbing, frenetic contest by a goal to nil. A penalty scored 7 minutes before half-time by Jan Mulby after John Barnes, who's been absolutely breathtaking at times, had been brought down by Steve Bruce just after referee Keith Hackett had denied another claim from the same player. Liverpool, with Ian Rush still left on the subs bench, deservedly ahead, pinning United back in their own half for most of the match so far. Although right on half-time, Bruce Grobbelaar had to make a sprawling save to keep out Viv Anderson's header. And United have certainly started the second half brightly. But Barnes tormenting them on the flanks has been quite outstanding, forcing a fine save from Jim Leighton early on, and later brilliantly setting up Steve Nicol for a shot that flew just wide. Leading then Liverpool at the moment by a goal to nil.
Quite a match there. Well, Liverpool, of course, kicked off the league season with a 3-0 win at Charlton. John Aldridge's 3-goal strike was one of 3 First Division hat-tricks on the opening afternoon. Ian Rush was sitting on the bench as Aldridge played in that striker's role.
Away goes Barnes. Grit is after him. Shirtliff in the middle, but for Liverpool, Aldridge is there! And Liverpool are off the mark. And the man put under pressure by the return of Rush has done it again. Barry Venison. Long ball towards Aldridge. He's after it. And some good work by Boulder, but he's there by Aldridge. He took the second chance superbly for his second goal of the game. Reed. Cut out by Mulby. There's the long ball again. Trying to get Beardsley away. Lurking in the middle once more, John Aldridge. Barnes coming up from the back. Aldridge is there for the hat-trick and makes it.
Well, yeah, he's making it very hard for Kenny Dalglish, isn't he?
Well, not really, because I think that Rush and Aldridge together might be the answer anyway.
Peter Brackley again.
Well, about 10 minutes to go, and still Liverpool leading by a goal to nil. Jan Mulby's penalty after 38 minutes. But having restricted them to the single goal while soaking up almost relentless first half pressure, United have grown in confidence in the second half, which has continued at a frenzied pace. Although substitute Nigel Spackman has twice come so close to a second goal for Liverpool, a flowing move that ended with Jim Leighton having to dive to his right to divert Spackman's shot, and then just a few seconds ago, a shot from Spackman that came back off the post. The name of Bruce Grobbelaar has been added to the bookings, a desperate lunge at Brian McClare, both teams having to readjust in the first half, incidentally. Gordon Strachan and Steve McMahon both going off with injuries, and Ian Rush is now on as a late substitute for Liverpool, who still lead by a goal to nil.
Ooh, James, all exciting stuff.
Very close stuff, that. And I was just thinking, that'd make a good doorstop, wouldn't it? Anyway,
exciting late night reading that big.
Now, what about that?
What is that?
That's the race against time.
And that's your number?
No, that's where they expect me to fall.
Let's go to Anfield and join Martin Tyler.
Well, 1-0, decided by a penalty. It sounds pretty dull, doesn't it? I can tell you it wasn't. It was a simply magnificent game of football, and it gave Liverpool a chance to gain revenge on some poor results recently against Manchester United. The penalty when Steve Bruce brought down John Barnes, scored by Jan Mulby 7 minutes before half-time.